Good evening, it's Sunday and welcome to vlog number 13. It seems to have been a pretty busy week for uploading and everything last week. I'm feeling pretty tired. It's quite late now, Sunday evening, but I've managed to put away all of the new parts that we had out from the end of the vlog last week. And I'm just about to upload the brick store file, which I'll do in a second. But in terms of orders, so these are the orders that have come in since Saturday morning. I think there was only 7 orders, but the value's been pretty good. This first order is for some of the collectible minifigures that came from Brick Arena. So this is probably one of the first lots we uploaded. So I'm really pleased that these are sold. So we've got a pirate and a hiker, and then this one was a robot from series 22, and then we've got a Homer Simpson from the Simpsons range. So nice order, that one. Now the rest of the orders, pretty standard stuff. There's a couple of big ones here. You know, lots of bricks, lots of plates, modified plates, some wheels, all sorts of stuff in there. And then we've got 3 sort of smallish orders here. A chest piece there from, I think, Hero Factory or something like that. Just some 4x6 plates, and then one of the micro figures. So 7 orders to be packed up, and we'll get them dispatched in the morning. So this brick store file then, it is ready to upload. I'll just try and sit down. Let's see if we can just get the camera right. Oh, that's the wrong way. There we go. So what have we got in here? We've got 4,000 parts in this, just 63 lots, but the value's £270. So let's, no, it's decided to do it on this screen. Okay, and let's verify. Yep, those figures match. 4,103 and 63 unique lots. Let's upload. I'll come back to this screen. Now, I've been at the top of page 3 now for what seems an eternity, and I can't seem to get to page 2. This is based on lot count, and I just think the number of stores just keeps changing almost daily. I mean, this morning it was 2,102 stores, I think it was. So 6 stores have closed for whatever reason. It could be holiday, but I'm still there, just short of 12,400. So let's just see what difference it's made having that upload. And there we go, 12,423. I think I've really got to get to about 13,000 lots to sort of stay on page 2 and stay on, you know, stay steady on page 2 with all the sort of changes. But you know, I'll just keep going. I think the main point here, and I'll probably touch on the figures tomorrow morning, so a little bit later in the vlog, but we're now at 221,000 parts, which based on last Monday's figure is an increase of 20,000. So that I'm really pleased about, because obviously in last week's vlog I mentioned a sort of daily target of 1,000 parts, so smash that out of the water, and you know, I'm really happy, and I think the progress we're making is really good. We're getting stock moved up from the container. We're getting plenty of listings done. I think the sales are starting to increase slightly. I mean, obviously we've got Christmas coming up as well, so there's always a pickup at this time of year. But it's great to see some of the new parts selling from the Brick Arena store. So all in all, really good. So I think I'm going to take a bit of a break now. I'll probably go back to doing a bit of coding on the matrix before I'm off to bed. So I'll catch up in the morning and we'll go through the weekly figures. Well, good morning, it's Monday and there's been no more orders overnight, so all the orders have been packed. So just a summary of the stats. There you go, 221,000 parts in the store, and that's up by just under 20,000 on last Monday. But obviously with sales, it means I think I've definitely uploaded over 20,000 parts this week. Lot count's up to 12,423. Now that's an increase of 226 lots on last Monday. So I feel really good about that. It's a nice positive start to the week. In terms of orders, we're sitting at 8,756, so 29 orders last week, slightly lower than the week before, but the value was still pretty good. We've gained another few fans, which is brilliant. Feedback's gone up to 4,882. That's an increase of 18, so that's more than, well, that's double the number of feedback from the week before. So I've still got a little bit of time before I start the main job. I've got to do the school run. So when I have a sort of few minutes, I will sort of always resort to doing another brick store file, because there's no time pressure. You know, I'll either get 10 trays done or 2 trays done. It doesn't really matter. So I will do a little bit of that this morning. I'll catch up on the comments already made on last week's vlog a bit later on, and I'll try and respond to everybody. So yeah, let's get cracking with Monday morning. Well, good evening. It's still Monday, but it's getting quite late. I almost forgot to do any filming. I got a bit carried away doing some coding on the matrix. So here are today's orders, just 4 of them, but interestingly, only 1 of them is from Bricklink. The other 3 are Brickowl, and you know, Brickowl's been really quiet these last few days, so it's really bizarre. But anyway, what have we got? Some minifigure accessories in there, in a sheriff printed window. And we just got some standard bricks in this one, again in this one with some plates. But this one, a nice order, this one. There's an Emperor minifigure in there with a Darth Vader helmet. Not sure if you can quite see that. There we go. Darth Vader helmet. And obviously the accessories that go with the Emperor, and a lightsaber. So all in all, not too bad. Quite pleased with that. So because I've been coding all evening, to be quite honest, I've not done much else. This is a brick store file that I'm currently working on. Still haven't quite finished the last Rayco unit there, so I'll come back to that as soon as I can. I've kind of set myself this deadline with the matrix, which it might be a struggle to hit the target, but we'll see. I've not announced anything just yet, so the pressure's only on me just to, you know, try and deliver it by that time. If I don't make it, I don't make it, but I'm not going to announce any dates or anything until I'm 100% confident I can deliver it. So like I said, it's quite late, so I think I'm going to turn in now. I will probably pack those orders up in the morning because it shouldn't take too long. So I'll catch up with you tomorrow. Well, good evening. It's Tuesday and things have been a bit quiet here. Just 1 order today. That's it. Bit disappointing, but hey, that's what happens sometimes. Now, someone's asked about how we wash our used bulk Lego, and I thought I'll just spend a couple of minutes just explaining the process. The very first part, I think I mentioned this before, this was a box of bulk from the Brickarena stock that has got lots of built up parts in it. I think I described it as some sort of mock. So the first thing we do is obviously separate all the parts. I put them in a separate box, so these are all now broken up. We also use that as an opportunity to get rid of any fake Lego, any non-Lego, any bits of rubbish. You'll see here that this particular mock has been built around, it looks like a bin liner, but I think it's to give it a kind of a sort of flexible effect. I can't really just show it on that piece, but there's another bit here where these 1x1 round plates have been sort of joined together through the bin liner, so it's quite a nifty effect really. But you know, that's why I go through it and break it all apart. So I'll get rid of the bin liner, that'll go in the bin. Also an opportunity to go through and get any broken Lego out. There's actually quite a bit in here because it looks like this mock was either dropped or smashed apart. There's quite a few pieces as I'm going through with that. I'm finding plates just snapped straight in half, and I think the design also broke quite a few Lego pieces to get the effect he wanted, or they wanted. So again, an opportunity to get rid of them, but also to check for things like this. Any electrical components won't go in the wash, obviously, so they'll get taken out and put separately. In fact, there's an example of a broken piece, so that'll just go in the bin. We can't resell that. Anyway, so we fill up this box. This is all the loose bits, and then they go in an old pillowcase. So not a current one, off any of the current beds. I'd be shot for that, I think. So put it in an old pillowcase, and then they go in the wash. Now, we don't normally wash them with any other clothes or anything, but to prevent any damage to the drum or anything, I normally throw in a couple of old towels as well, just to sort of fill up the space. I don't try and overload it. I don't try and do too much. Just a couple of pillowcases, a couple of kilos in each, some towels, and then I just use standard washing powder, the normal stuff. I think I even put conditioner in it as well, and that's it. Once it's finished, I leave it on top of a radiator, and it just dries over the next couple of days. We open it back up, pour it out into another container, and it's all beautifully clean. And then we just reuse the pillowcase for the next load, and it's as simple as that. It means for me, there's been too many times when I've gone through Lego and found, you know, all the pieces dusty, and you've got to sort of scrub each one, and I just find it easier just to wash it all, and then when you're going through it again, when you're sorting, you're not having to clean anything. And I've just always found that better. I've been doing that for years. So that's my recommendation. I also make a note of how many times I do it, because that's one of the costs I'll put down on my sort of expenses, profit and loss, whatever you want to call it, because it is a cost of the business. You know, I'm using the sort of family washing machine, paying for the electric, we're paying for the detergent, so I do put a cost down for that. So I keep a tally of how many times I've used it, and that's it. So any questions, comment below. The rest of the evening, I'm going back to doing some more coding on the matrix. I got quite a good chunk done last night, but I've still got more to do. I have managed to put away the new Lego that was here, so still just a 1.5 rows to do there from that Rayco unit, and then that one's done. But I'll probably do that in the morning, I think. So I've rambled on enough. I best get cracking. Good morning, it's Wednesday, and thankfully we've had some more orders come in overnight. to make up for the one that just came in yesterday. Start off with this one. It's just a small order, this one, just for some slope parts, modified plates, and a couple of slope bricks. And we've got this order here, for used parts, but the rest is all new. We've got some of these black 1x1 dots, definitely Brick Arena stock those, pleased about that. In fact, some of these other bits here are Brick Arena stock as well. Some slope tiles, modified plates, some standard bricks in there as well. Nice little order, that one. But the I suppose the most valuable order is this one. It's got this little flag in there. I had this knocking around on my desk for ages. I finally listed it a few weeks ago now, but nice to see that go. Customers also ordered lots of minifigure shields, and some printed parts, and a dragon minifigure accessory. There's another shield in here. There we go. And then these two sand green plates, definitely Brick Arena stock, because they only got listed yesterday. That was part of all that new stock I had on my desk. So really nice order, and it does make you feel good when you see some of the stuff from Brick Arena selling. Now, because it's Wednesday, the other job we've got to do today is prep for New Set Friday, and this week it's going to be the X-Men Mansion. So if X-Men is your thing, there it is. That's what's going to be New Set Friday this week for East Midlands Lego Hire. Probably about, I think it'll be about £35 for a 4-week hire on this set. I'll confirm that when I update all the spreadsheet and everything and work out the value, but probably about £35. So yeah, we've got to get that unboxed and prepped up and ready for Friday. But that's probably a job for this evening, actually. I've still got to do that last row. I spent last night boxing off lots and lots of little issues with the matrix, so it's now looking really good. I think the other tasks are terms and conditions and things like that. So where are we up to now? Version 1.013. So it's moved along quite a lot. The beta will be closing shortly. In fact, it might have already closed by the time this video comes out, but we'll see. And then we've just got some prep to do before go live. But again, I'm not going to announce the date just yet until I'm ready. Let's get cracking. Good evening. It's still Wednesday, but just finished off getting 76294, the X-Men Mansion, all ready for East Midlands Lego Hire. So I do need to go and find another box for it, but I think I'll do that tomorrow during the day when there's a bit of daylight and I can see what I'm doing down in the chapel. But yeah, 24 bags I think it was in this. Lots and lots and lots of minifigures. So that's going to be a really good set for somebody. So let me just move that out of the way. Just on the subject of East Midlands Lego Hire, got another customer coming shortly to pick up set 10261, the roller coaster. And I've also had the Natural History Museum go out earlier. So a couple of sets going out, and I've had a couple of returns as well. I think Diagon Alley was one of them, and the Viking Village. So they just need to be checked, and then they can be added back to the availability list. So in terms of orders, a bit busier today. We've had 6 orders. Excuse me, got a bit of a frog in my throat. So this one, nice to see some coral parts going out, albeit only 3 of them, but nice to see. And then we've got this order here for, I think that's off Anakin's Jedi Starfighter or something like that. And then we've got one of these vintage city or even space light up bricks. So that's a good little order. Sort of general parts order on this one. Mixture of things, lots of hinge bricks going in there, and I think that's off a Star Wars set as well, that printed slope piece. This order's got a few of these large slopes, some sort of tiles, so they're all new, and then the trans dark blue 1x2 tiles, and then lots of red pieces. I think that order it was all new, that one. Those 5 orders were all Bricklink, and I've had one order on Brickal, which was this one, which is some of the yellow seats or chairs, and then some greenery parts off a tree and some of the trunks. So all in all, not too bad. So for the rest of the evening, I've got another meeting tonight, so I'm just going to carry on working my way through the Rayco units over here. I want to see if I can just get them both finished off. Just catching up with Ian's Bricks on YouTube. I feel like the last few days, maybe even a week, I've not been able to catch up on any of the YouTube channels I normally follow. Just simply been too busy with other things. So I'm going to crack on with that, and then a bit later on tonight I'll get these orders all packed up, ready for the post in the morning. Good morning, it's Thursday and I managed to finish off both the Rayco units last night, and I've got the brick store file ready to go. There's quite a lot there actually, because I just wanted to get both those units empty. In the second one there was quite a few empty drawers, which made the task a little bit easier. But I woke up this morning to a nice surprise, a nice big order. 124 lots. So yeah, I've been busy since I woke up. Now interestingly, I found out on Brick Freedom how to turn on the timer so that you can time how long it takes you to do your picking. So there was just this one order that came in overnight, 124 lots, and it took me just over 25 minutes to pick. So I don't know whether that's good or bad, or average. So what do you guys think? Was that a long time? Because if you think it was a long time, it shows that I should be able to improve, or I should be improving how I've got my store organised. If you think that's a really, really quick time, then I'm happy. It means my store is organised well and I can get around well. If it's about average, then great. But let me know in the comments. There was a whole mixture of things in here. I mean, luckily, I think for me, the part quantities are quite low. So there's lots of singles, you know, lots of small amounts. I've just got to get that in a large letter now. That's the next challenge. But we did also get another couple of orders that came in last night, and I managed to get these picked last night as well. This order has a part that, you know, again, I'd never think would sell. It's part of a Lego container, probably quite old actually. But again, you know, you list it and you hope, and it's sold, so I'm really pleased. A couple of wheels, and these, I've had these for quite a while. I think these came out of Brickheads, so good to see a good quantity of those go as well. And finally, just a small order here just for some plates. So I'll get these packed up and off to the post office. I'm on school run duties today, so if I do have any spare time, I'll just start putting away that brick store file. Good evening, it's Thursday and it feels like I've been running around all over the place this evening. Kids clubs, I've been over to the container and did a little bit of sorting out actually, a little bit of organising, moving some stuff around, restacking some boxes, and I've brought just a few of the really useful drawers back. You can just see some of them over there. and another box of bulk that we'll sort out a bit later on in the week. But today we've had just the 4 orders. So this first one, we've got some ties in here and a slope brick, and then there's this printed part here. I think it's from a Lego Friends type set, so these could just be sort of missing parts to make up a set. Then we've got this order here. Now I know it's just 2x2 tiles, but this order was sort of the most pleasing one tonight, because all of these have come from the Brick Arena stock, and you know, there was just one huge drawer full of them, and I just thought, do you know what, these aren't going to sell very quickly, and I was wrong. So a really great order to get, and you know, it's really pleasing again, you know, to sell some of that stock. Then we just got a small order here, just for some new plates, and then this order here for lots and lots and lots of just 1x1 round plates, all sorts of different colours, used and new, and then this dome, I think that's from a Star Wars set. So just the 4 orders. I'll pack them up later. So like I said, I've been running around quite a lot this evening, and I'm starting to feel a bit tired, if I'm honest. I've managed to finish off the 2 Rayco units that were here, and I've started to go through some dots, so there's already a couple of thousand over there to be uploaded once I finish off. But I think I'm just gonna relax a bit tonight, and I've got a customer who's asked me for a particular part which I don't have, so I might have to put an order in on Bricklink myself. So normally when I do that, I use one of the premium features of the Matrix to help me create a wanted list, and I'm going to go and have a look at some stores and see what parts I can purchase to make up the order, because my customer only wants just a single piece. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to put my feet up and have a sort of mooch around on Bricklink and see what I can see. So I will catch up with you tomorrow. Good evening, it's Friday, and last night I was catching up on some YouTube channels. It was Kiwi Brick Exchange over in New Zealand, and he made a comment about how you sort of indicate a drawer as being part empty, and I just thought I'd go over what I do. As you can see in this set of Rayco drawers, there's quite a few drawers that are half open, and they all indicate that there's a section inside that drawer that is empty. Now most drawers are split into 3, so it could just be 1, 2, well, 1 or 2 parts are empty. I do turn the drawer around completely if it's completely empty, but I do sort of echo the point that when they are empty and they're pushed in back to the front, they are quite tricky to pull out. So because I'm obviously doing the Brick Arena stock, to be quite honest, if I do get an empty drawer, I do stick them next to my computer monitor where I'm sort of putting together all the lots for the next sort of brick store file. So you can see here I've got a range of drawer units that are sort of more than half empty. But one of the key things about this is the dust, and I've mentioned it before. So what we do is all of these drawers, it's the front section. I'll just pull one out here. It's the front section that's empty. The other sections have got bits in, which means that when they're in the unit, it's the empty section at the front that's going to get the dust, if any. Now obviously the length of time that a drawer is sort of half empty depends on how quick you are parting out or adding used bulk back to your store. I think it's also a good visual indication as you look around the store, sort of how many empty drawers that you've got sort of poking out gives you an idea of how much space you've got, potentially. But I just thought I'd share how we do it. You know, if anyone else has got any other suggestions, feel free to comment. That's just how I do it. Okay, so what's been happening today? Well, the main thing I did at lunchtime was a load of dots. This brick store farm now is just approaching 20,000 parts, which was a really easy way, to be quite honest, of just increasing the part count. I'll see if I can get those listed tonight, but I very much doubt it, which I'll come on to in a minute. In terms of orders, just the 3 orders have come in today. They've been picked, but I've done no further packing. Just trying to think if there was anything interesting. This one had a couple of, I think it was Obi-Wan Kenobis in there, brand new, and a hidden side figure as well. I think that comes with a cape. And what else have we got? Nice to see tyres going out, which is brilliant. Some Technic pieces, and more sort of wheel, a lot of wheel type pieces in there, which is always good to see. This order's a mixture of tiles. There's a printed tile in there as well. Again, all new. And this order predominantly white. I was thinking maybe for a winter scene, but you know, who knows. Quite a variety, some minifigure parts in there as well. So yeah, all in all, some good orders. Now, if you know Loughborough at all, every year we have Loughborough Fair, which is an event we always take the kids to. So they're quite excited about going. So very shortly I'm going to head into town and take the kids to Loughborough Fair, which means that tonight we probably won't get a lot done, if anything. So these orders will probably be packed up either very late tonight or first thing in the morning. But in the morning, me and my eldest lad are off to Alton Towers, and we're going to go and do, well, I'm going to go and do the 10k race, and my lad's going to do the junior race, which I think that's his bib. So that means tomorrow I won't be doing any filming, and on Sunday I'm spending the day with the family. So again, there won't be any filming done. So that means this video, or this vlog this week, will be a little bit shorter than usual. There won't be any recording over the weekend. So if you've made it this far, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't already, please subscribe. It would really support the channel, really help us out. So thanks very much. I'll see you all next week. We are getting very close to launching the Matrix, so there's more to come on that. I just need a little bit more time just to finish off some bits and pieces. So again, thanks very much. See you all soon. Bye bye.